Deep within the dense, shadowy woods, hidden behind a thicket of thorns, stood the accursed palace. Its looming, darkened towers reached out like skeletal fingers, clawing at the very fabric of reality. For centuries, it had been whispered in hushed tones as the palace of tormented souls. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the world in eerie twilight, the story of the palace was retold. Once a grand edifice, the palace was ruled by a merciless tyrant, Count Vortigern, who delighted in the suffering of his subjects. Legend spoke of a vile punishment that defined the palace. Those who defied the count were attached to the walls, their souls forever imprisoned in the cold stone. The first victim, Lady Isolde, was a kind and benevolent soul. Her only crime was helping the poor, which earned the wrath of the count. She was bound to the palace's entrance, her weeping visage eternally etched into the stone. Generations of prisoners followed, each one adding to the tortured mosaic of souls adorning the walls. Their eyes bore witness to the horrors of the palace, their voices echoed in the wind, a ceaseless lament. Local villagers dared not approach the cursed place, believing it to be inhabited by malevolent spirits. But the intrepid, like a young historian named Victor, were drawn to the whispers of the palace. Victor, a scholar with an insatiable curiosity, had long been obsessed with unraveling the palace's mysteries. He believed there was a way to release the tormented souls from their stone prisons. With a lantern in hand, Victor ventured into the palace's chilling embrace. The crumbling halls echoed with the moans of the damned. He found the chamber where the count himself had met a gruesome end, swallowed by the very curse he'd imposed. Ancient manuscripts and dusty tomes lined the walls, revealing secrets and spells from the count's darkest experiments. Victor discovered an incantation to free the souls from their petrified prison. Whispers of agony surrounded him as the very walls pulsating with otherworldly energy. The stone around him trembled as the first soul, Lady Isolde, began to weep. One by one, the souls detached from the walls, their spectral forms released. Yet, with their liberation came a terrible revelation: the curse had bound them together in anguish. The souls converged upon Victor, their ethereal hands reaching out, their eyes filled with sorrow. As Victor's body shivered and convulsed, the souls slowly merged with him, their collective anguish overwhelming his senses. He fell to the ground, his eyes now holding the pain of countless lifetimes. The palace had claimed another victim, and the cursed souls remained, eternally trapped in their melancholic existence. The legend continued to echo through the woods, and no one dared enter the palace again, for to do so was to court a fate worse than death. And so, the haunted cursed palace stood, its walls forever bearing the weight of tortured souls, a grim reminder of the consequences of cruelty and the relentless pursuit of forbidden knowledge.